is Rhonda McGee, and for today's practice, I will be offering a guided meditation to assist you in deepening your awareness of the thoughts, emotions, and sensations that come up for you when you examine the, the skin that you're in and the way that race is a part of how it is that you're seen in the world and you see yourself. So, what we're going to do in these few moments is really just offer a taste of a kind of practice that I explore in my work, the inner work of racial justice. And this is an opportunity to just feel and reflect on the thoughts and emotions and sensations that you carry when you encounter the aspect of your being and identity within yourself and as you engage with others in the world that has to do with your own racial identity and the way others may identify you through the lenses of race. So let's start by bringing our attention to our intention to settle in this moment into a posture for meditation that can support us in deepening our ability to be with this aspect of our lives on the journey today. So, as you identify a posture for you, whether seated or standing or lying down, really see if you can begin to feel the sense of your belonging on the planet, on this earth, right here, right now. Feel the invitation to explore this meditation as an offering for you, whatever your background is. This meditation is for you and only for you. So if as you enter into this, you can invite a sense of kind of beginner's mind and openness to practice and to just see what there is to see and to know a little bit more about your experience around your own racial identity at this time. So I'm going to ring the bell and move us through light guidance through a practice for opening the doorway into exploring how we bring mindfulness to examining our own racial identity and experience with that. So inviting further dropping into this moment by taking a few deeper than usual breaths. And then really feeling the support of the ground beneath you in this moment. Noticing the points of contact between the body and the chair, if you're seated in a chair, or the floor, if you're seated on the floor, or the bed, if you're there, wherever you are, feeling the points of contact between the body and ultimately the earth through perhaps a chair or some other medium, but really allowing yourself to feel the pull of gravity on the body as you sit, experience your belonging in this moment, breathing in and out. So if the eyes have been closed, I'm going to invite a kind of visual reference, opening the eyes and seeing if you can identify a part of the body that you can bring your visual attention to. For me, I'm just going to look at my hands for this practice. The invitation is to really just take a look at your skin and bring mindfulness to that aspect of your embodied self. So you might be looking at the face, picture of your face in a mirror now, or a mirrored image to, in some way, or you could be looking right at your hands. And if you can't see your own self in this moment, or if you would prefer to keep your eyes closed, you can just call to mind the image you carry of your skin, your embodiment, and the way that this body, your body, has been racialized, that is identified by and through the language and practices and ideas of race. So, what race identity do you carry? And as you breathe in and out and reflect on the thoughts, the particular words associated with your racial identity, the sensations in the body, the emotions, perhaps, if there are some that may come up as you think about this aspect of your identity. Again, imagine how it is that you might be perceived by others who don't know you through the lens of this identity. Perhaps a story is coming up, a sensation, a feeling in the body. So bring kindness to your experience as you reflect on this part of what you know about how race is a factor of your experience, however subtle, however often it recedes or comes to the fore in your own experience in the day to day. So imagine how it is that this aspect of your experience may have impacted your engagements with others, how others may perceive you through the lens of what they may take to be your race. And again, noticing the emotions, thoughts, sensations in the body as you reflect on this point of inquiry. How has your racial identity been a factor in your interactions with others, how you are met by others? What kinds of predictions do you carry about how others might meet you? How do you forecast, imagine others might meet you in ways that are associated with your race? So breathing in and out, bringing kindness and compassion to this inquiry. I want us to invite reflecting on the fact that these identities that we carry are associated with categories so that we have received information about not only ourselves, but the members of that category, the group by which our racial identity is associated or with which it's associated. So the invitation is to think about what stories, teachings, what you've been taught to think about people of this category. Maybe imagine one story or image that comes to mind and just take that in for now, breathing in and breathing out. Again, I've got one hand over my heart because for me, bringing attention to some of the stories I carry about Black racialized people is quite painful in some ways right now. And at the same time, there's some joy that I can imagine. So just notice if what comes up are, multiple stories, images, feelings, sensations. Now, if there's any way in which this meditation is causing any difficulty, the invitation would be yes, to place one hand over the heart or otherwise consciously invite compassion right in as a support for you. Breathing in and breathing out again. And if you're feeling a strong emotional dysregulation, really be your own best guide, allowing yourself to settle, perhaps placing the hands on the knees or some other part of the body and feeling grounded in this moment, really feeling the sensations of the feet on the floor if you're seated in that position, breathing in and breathing out and bringing in extra support for just releasing the image, the thoughts, stories around race and coming back home to being supported and grounded, safe, connected, and resourced in this moment. But in any event, bring compassion the will to alleviate your own suffering and difficulty as you explore how race has impacted your own life. Write in as a support for you as you breathe in and out. And now, as we prepare to transition out of this period of formal reflection on the racial identity that you carry and the thoughts and emotions, sensations, stories that travel in your being when you think about that identity, I'd like you to make an intention to journal just for a few minutes about what has come up for you in this meditation. So, as we transition out of the formal practice here, breathing in and out, see what word or phrase or image or story or emotions you will highlight for bringing into a period of journaling to reflect on what arose here and to see what more you might know, bringing kindness and compassion all along the way as you reflect on bringing awareness to what you carry around your racial identity and your experiences as a racialized body in the social world. Sitting with you in this practice and thanking you for your practice on this day. May you be well and safe on your journey. And I'll see you back here very soon.